Okay, we're good to go. All right, my name is Chuck Williams, and I called this special meeting tonight because it's a special time in Tapestri. We are a couple weeks old, and when I say that, I mean, hey, somebody's you find who that is for me? Okay, so I'm just going to go through this presentation with you. Let me get this screen set the way I want it. Take me just a minute here. There we go. Now if I get this to roll for me, good job. Okay, so first thing I want to talk to you about is the app. Hopefully, as an affiliate, you already have the app installed. If you're one of the few people that's still having issues, there's a checklist that's out there. Basically, some of the things you want to check for. Number one, you want to make sure you have the most recent. It is recording. Okay. Thank you, though. All right. So you want to make sure you have the most recent app. If you've got the Android, it's 1.0.3. And if you've got the Apple, I don't know what that version is, but it just went live this week. So if you haven't updated this week, go back to the Play Store, go back to the App Store, and update your app. Now, do not delete the app and reinstall. There's no need to do that. Just simply update the app. Very, very important. If you're one of the few people that's an affiliate that hasn't installed the app yet, don't wait. If you're having issues and it's not something simple like you're having trouble logging in for whatever reason, your email's already in use, get an email sent to app@tapestri.io. Walter Harrison, the CEO of our company, is actually going through those himself in the beginning. He's got a couple people hired. They're going to be going through that, obviously, but he wants to get his hands dirty and really know what's going on. So he's going through those and fixing issues all day, every day right now. So if you've got issues and they're not something simple like setting your location always, making sure you've got the most recent version of the app, those are some things that any of us can help you do. Those are simple things. If it's a more serious problem than that with your app, send an email to app@tapestri.io. We'll get it addressed. A lot of times what we do is we delete your email address from the app system, and then you simply go back to the Apple Store, the Play Store, you start over, and it works. So far, it's worked 100% of the time. We've not had a single person have issues after that. I'm not going to take time on this call to go into a lot of details about the app. And Diana, you are here. So, all right, thank you. Now let me get down here to Michael. Let me make him a co-host also. So Michael, you can help me. John Nelson, I just saw you out here. Good to see you. There's Michael Lento. Make you a co-host, Michael. Appreciate you helping my wife Diane keep the lines muted. At the end of the presentation, I will literally stop and go back and answer questions. I'll stay here as long as you need me to where you understand the things I've gone through. But I just want to go through everything once for those who are pretty much up to speed. Some of this will be a refresher. I don't want them to have to sit through all the questions. So with that being said, any app issues you might be having, get them resolved, get your app on your phone. It is working for the vast majority of people. If you're in our Facebook group, which I hope you are, you see the maps filling up around cities around the country. The app is only in the United States. So if you're in a different country, please don't be calling asking why the app's not live in your country or why it's not working in your country. It's not available in your country yet. It's only in the United States. I'm going to talk a little bit more about international a little bit, but I'll just quickly tell you, Walter announced Friday that we will be opening up Canada the first week in November. I believe that's going to be Thursday or Friday. So about November 4th or 5th, you will begin an announcement that Canada will be live. The app will be live in Canada the first week in November. So that's less than 2 weeks. Very, very exciting. So within our first month, we launched the app in the United States on October 6th. And before November 6th, we will be live in Canada, our second country. Now, I've seen some speculation based on previous comments on what countries will open up next. That has not been officially announced. So please don't be able to tell people you know what country is going to be next, because I don't think anybody really knows what country is going to be third. I have heard Walter say on numerous occasions that he wants to be global by the end of this calendar year. Now, I've also heard a lot of people say, whoa, slow down. But he is very determined to get things working smoothly in the United States and Canada, and then have this global by the end of 2021. That's the plan. So with that being said, let me get this out of my way so I can see a little bit better. The first thing I want to really talk to you about tonight is being a user. Let's see if I can get to the right screen here. There we go. All right, so this screen here, this is all I am focused on right now. Now, I have a very large affiliate team, and not everyone does. And so you may have to keep building your affiliate team and shift to getting users. Personally, I am shifting 100% of my effort to getting users, and I'll let the affiliates come as people are entrepreneurial enough to ask me if there's an opportunity behind this for the time being, because my goal right now is to get 100 app users as soon as possible. Now, I made a post, I know I did it on a Tapestri Facebook group. My goal is this week, I started getting some installs just the last couple days, got one Friday, and just started getting a few as we've been working on most of the kinks in the app. And so I'm out there giving away the app. I'll go into how I'm doing that in just a few minutes. But bottom line, my goal is to give away 100 apps this week, between now and a week from now, literally 100 apps. Now, you may not be that ambitious. You may say, I want to do 100 apps in a month. That would be 3 apps a day, which I think is very realistic for a part-time side business. 3 apps a day. Within a month, you've got 90. So have a couple good days and you got 100. Or you may be on a much slower pace where you want to do one a day, and that'd be, that 90 days plus a few there. So 1 a day, 3 a day, or like me, 20 a day. Whatever it is you want to do, set your pace. But the goal for all of us is to get 100. Now, what I really want to emphasize is there's no limit to how many you get. So once you get 10 or 50 or 100, whatever your goal is, I hope it's 100 like ours, do it again and again and again and again. The more apps you give away, the more you control your own destiny and not rely on a team of other affiliates to do the work for you. You set the pace. Now, I'm going to take a little time. If you've been on all Friday calls, you probably got this already, but we got a lot of new people. This is a training call. I want to make sure you understand our compensation plan, because when you understand our compensation plan, all the objections go away. Literally, all the objections go away when you understand how lucrative this compensation plan is. So first, in this box to the left, you got the app user. The app user installs the app for free. They sign up for free. And they get an app. They put location always. It's super important. As the affiliate, as the person building this as a side business, you've got to get your user to put that location always. That's the one thing we have to do to make this work. Anything else, they don't get paid, you don't get paid. So it's really important. But that's all you have to do. They don't have to use the app. They don't have to go back to the app. Now, I like to show people some of the cool things it does, but not necessary. They just put it on their mobile device. They set it for always, location always, and they let it ride in the background. That easy. Now they can also refer friends. And so in the app, they have a refer a friend feature. I hate to date this recording because this is going to change next week. But right now, in the refer a friend feature, they have to take the code that's in that refer a friend, and you have to get your new user to insert that code when they're signing up. So they're putting in their information to get the app. And one of the things they ask is referral code optional. Well, it's not optional if you want to get credit for it. They have to put that code in that box in order for you to get credit for it. That's the only way a user can give away the app, because they don't have a website that we do as affiliates. So when you're teaching a user that doesn't want to become an affiliate how to give away the app, they have to use the refer a friend feature. And for this very short window of time, they have to use that referral code. They got to make sure their new user uses that referral code. Now, sometime next week, it's due to have another app update. And the new app update will have what's called a deep link. And I'm learning all kinds of lingo that I didn't even know what it meant a few months ago. But a deep link means they won't need to insert that code. It'll automatically be in the code. So in the app, when you refer a friend, once the deep links are live, they'll click on that link. It'll take them right to the Google Play Store, right to the Apple App Store. They'll get the app, and it'll automatically be coded back to you. without them having to put the referral code in there. Now that's not available yet, but it will be. They're telling us sometime next week. So it will be soon. So that's how app users share the app. Now, the second box here is affiliates. That's what all of us are. No users were invited to this webinar tonight. This is a training for training purposes only for affiliates. And so as an affiliate, you're now going to have all the benefits of a user. Those benefits don't go away. You get paid for your data up to $25 a month in the United States. You get $1 for a referral, as many as you want on your first tier, but you get access to a back office, which has a website. It has a replicated site for recruiting other affiliates. It's got tons of tools. It's got access to our training. Absolutely amazing value for $9.95 a month in the United States and some other countries, and then $4.95 for the rest of the world. I'll show you that chart in a few minutes. But the thing that the being an affiliate does more than anything else, in my opinion, is it opens up a second tier of income for you, a second tier of income. So not only do you get paid on the first level of users, like a user does, but you also open up that second level where you now get $1 per user on that second level also. So that's very, very powerful. All right, let me go to the next slide. This just gives you a visual of what that could look like. Now, this is a very minimal amount for an affiliate. You know, an affiliate who's paying $9.95 a month, they go out and get 3 users, and then those 3 users each get some other users. I think it's a total of what, 13 people, 3 in your first tier, 10 in your second tier. In this example, this user would be making $13 a month, $13 a month. Again, a very minimal amount, but it more than pays for their $9.95 a month in addition to the money they're making on their own data, which they make whether they're a user or an affiliate. This next slide is where it really gets exciting. And I try to do this every time. If I ever forget, it's not because I meant to, but I want to tell you the story behind this. When Walter asked me to create this affiliate program, I agreed, but my background is more of a network marketing. It's not affiliate marketing. And so when he limited me to an affiliate program, I had 2 tiers, a first tier and a second tier. I went to bed one night and I was excited about it. I mean, it's $1 on the first tier, $1 on the second tier. You know, you get enough people, you know, it could add up to some decent money. But I'm like, God, I'm just not excited about this compensation plan. Please give me an idea. I wake up the next morning and I had the idea of a 50% matching bonus on the first and second tier affiliates. Now, let me back up even more. One of the things I wanted to do was incentivize affiliates to help us find other affiliates. And so it all came together with this one idea the guy gave me. I really had no idea how big this idea was until weeks later when I started doing some what if scenarios. So in this example, you personally enroll at least 10 people. That makes you a super affiliate. And then those 10 can also refer other affiliates. So the circles in this illustration here are just affiliates. Now they can also be users, but they're just affiliates. Because I want to emphasize the point that as a super affiliate, you get a 50% match on those 10 that you personally enroll. Plus you get a 50% match on the whatever number that is. Let's see, 2, 5, 6, 11, 11, 4, 15 on that second level. 15 affiliates on that second level, you get a 50% match on all those people. Excuse me one second here. All right, thank you. What is a 50% match? If you go back to this screen here, you in that circle are the affiliate. And you made money on your first tier, and you made money on your second tier. That's what you get the 50% match on, right there. If one of your affiliates on your first or second tier is a super affiliate, they also earn matching bonuses on their first and second tier. You don't get a 50% match on their match, okay? You only get a 50% match on the dollars in their first and second tier. So in this example, that one affiliate right there, there's $13 that one affiliate's earning in the first and second tier. Your 50% match would be on that $13. Now, that affiliate is also going to earn money for their data up to $25 a month. You do not get a 50% match on that. You do get a 50% match on the dollars in their first and second tier. I hope that makes sense. I want to go back to this screen, and I want to share with you again that you get a 50% match on all 10 of those on your first tier and all of those on your second tier. And there is no limit to how many you have on your first tier. And each of them, there is no limit on how many they have. So there's no limit on how many you have on your second tier. That number can be as big as you can dream and visualize. That's exciting because you earn a 50% match on every single affiliate in your first and second tier. Now, if you give this app away to a user and the user gives it away to 10 other people, you do not get a 50% match on users. You just get a 50% match on affiliates. Again, I'll come back to these screens later if you need me to, but I just want to make sure you understood how the super affiliate bonus works. This next slide shows you the different tiers throughout the world. Now, we are only in the United States as of today, October 24th, 2021. 11/5 of 2021, we should be opening up Canada, which is next to the list, and you'll see some other countries there. There is no guarantee that's the order we're going in. That's just the chart, okay? I've seen people saying, you know, we're going to be in these next, we may not. I honestly don't know. I just know Walter has a vision of being in all countries by the end of this year. That's his goal, his vision. The order in which, I honestly don't know. So if you look at this chart, you'll see the dollars you're earning are pretty much the same down through the chart until you get to the greater EU. The greater EU is listed on the right-hand side there, those countries. And basically, the value of your data is less. You'll only earn up to $15. And then the value of the referrals is 50%. You'll make 50 cents instead of $1. The monthly fee for them is still $9.95, just like it is in all the other countries above it. And then you got the rest of the world at the bottom. We're not slighting the rest of the world, but the rest of the world, the value of the data is not up to speed with the rest of the country yet. As it grows, that number will grow. But now in the very start, the very beginning, we're basically making an investment in these countries, in our affiliates, by paying them through the affiliate program, by starting the app there before we're ready, as far as having businesses lined up, ready to buy the data. And so we're making an investment there. And so we're keeping those numbers small in the beginning so we can afford to go global by the end of this year. Otherwise, we would have had to wait until a much later time frame to open up those countries. The rest of the world, when you get the app, and even now as an affiliate in the rest of the world, you can still earn the money from those other countries. So if you're in Jamaica or Trinidad or Vietnam or Europe, India, Indonesia, any of these countries, you can still earn dollars today by getting installs in the United States. Or affiliates in your first level get installs in the United States. You're earning $1 on all those because they're in your second tier. You as an affiliate earn in your second tier. If it's an international, you've got 10 personally enrolled affiliates, you're a super affiliate. So now any of the affiliates in your first and second tier that earn money in their first and second tier, you're earning a 50% match. So you can still earn decent money in any country. You just have to learn to think outside of your island or outside of your country if you happen to be in the rest of the world, and the amount starts small. So that's the international. Now, I want to make sure everybody's clear on the payday. The first payday is going to be November 15th. And if you're wondering how you're going to get paid, Walter covered that on the Friday call. I'm not going to go into a lot of detail, but basically you have two options. It'll be Stripe or it will be PayPal. Those will be the two options. They'll be available to pay you for your affiliate income. If you're in the app itself, the app is only available in the United States, and that will be paid out via Stripe. So those are the ways we're going to get paid out. Those are the payments. They're also looking at other options for the future, but those wouldn't come until early next year, 2022. With that being said, there was a short window of time, October 6th, when the app launched in the United States, through October 10th, that was classified as an exception period. Walter wanted to get some money into our hands before the normal time frame. Normally, October installs would have run for the 30 days during the month of November and would have paid out December 15th. He took that short window of time when we launched October 6th through October 10th, and he said any installs during that window of time will get paid out on November 15th, as long as the apps are kept active for 30 days, 90% of the time. Now, we had a couple days in there where the app was actually down. That's not our fault, and he's taking that into consideration, and he's being very generous with that 90% this first go around. So don't be expecting a big payday on 11/15. The reporting will be available Monday. You'll be able to start seeing how many apps you and your team have out there, but only the apps that were out there before the little window there, October 6th to October 10th, are going to pay out on November 15th. I hope that's clear. Now, the rest of the month of October, you've got October, and I made this a little larger in the text here. This is the window we're in right now. And that's really all we can control. So let's focus on now. So from October 11th through October 31st, whether it was one of your affiliates or just a plain user that installed the app, those apps will be watched throughout the month of November. And those that stay active 90% of the time over a 30-day window of time, you will get paid your dollar. That dollar, those dollars will be paid out December 15th. Great way to end your calendar year, a great way to prepare for your holiday season. So again, that window of time is now. One of the reasons I personally go down and get 100 installs in the next week is I want to set the pace for my team and show them that, maybe they can't do 100, maybe they do 50, maybe they do more. But now to the end of October is the time to really get active about giving away apps, teaching people to leave the location on always, and make yourself some money in December. Now, it's not just the dollars, the whole compensation plan is kicking in. You're going to get the 50% match if you're a super affiliate, and that's going to be pretty lucrative for some people. Installs that happen starting November 1st through the month of November will start to pay out on a normal time frame, because October, we kind of cut it in half to get people paid earlier. Starting in November, it will be that full 30 days, which will be the month of December. And then those will pay out on January 15th. And that'll pretty much be that way every month going forward. The installs happen in 1 month, they run for 30 days the next month, and you get paid the 15th of the following month. Now, some people say, well, that's a long time to get paid. Yes, it is. And it's with a purpose. This is a real business. This is real data. They're collecting data from our apps 1 month. They sell it. They have terms with these buyers. These are huge Fortune 50 companies. They have 30, 60, 90 days terms, and then they pay our company, and our company pays us. In some cases, our company would pay us for data before they even get their money from the businesses. But fortunately, we have the finances to do that. But I'm just telling you, they're paying you as fast as possible at this given time, based on the fact that they're gathering real data from our apps, selling it, and then turn around and paying us the commission on that sale. So I hope that makes a lot of sense to you. All right, this is just an example. I am sorry that turned out so small. I'm not even sure I can make it any bigger. But anyway, this is an example of the back office you're going to see tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. Central Time. I think it's 9 a.m. Central Time. It's on the top of your website. If you go to your back office, it tells you when they're going to do the next update to the back office. But in that back office update, you will see new reporting that will show you of all your personals, active or inactive, all your leads. It will show you who has installed the app. In this example here, you go down and the 5th person there has actively installed the app. You see a little check mark there. On the far right-hand side, you'll also see the number of people they have invited and how many invitations have been accepted through the app. So you'll have access to see who's installing the app through the links, our members, our affiliates, and you'll also be able to see who's installed, how many installs have taken place through your app. Now, this is just the beginning of the reporting. It's a great start, but in a very short period of time, you'll have